Welcome!
Hello! We're here again.
And I'm Liz Moon.
And I'm D Cool.
And welcome to Doctor Who Time and Space, episode 121. You've got a friend in me.
Ah, I wonder why it's called that.
Yes, well, let's see. Well, this week on the podcast, we will be listing every single companion.
Ooh.
Ever. All 32, but there's some we won't count, which we'll give mentions to. And we'll also be saying why the Doctor needs a friend.
Okay, we'll be giving our review of the episode A Good Man Goes to War.
We will be giving you the normal news and views.
We will have, I think, unless you nod otherwise to me, a Who to Face.
Yes, Who to Face. Actually, let me load that up right now.
Ah.
Don't want to bore you listeners, and also we will press that magic randomizer button.
Oh,
what will
yes.
it be? Will it be Classic Who, or will it
Oh.
be the 5th New Who episode in a row?
It's funny because there was a while when we didn't think we were ever going to get a new Who, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then we get 4 Matt Smith episodes.
Yeah, funny how it works, isn't it? So it's like throwing a coin with sort of 12 heads on it.
Yeah.
It keeps landing on the Matt Smith head.
Yeah, yeah.
So should we start with the
There
news?
won't be a coin with 12 heads. How would there be a coin with 12
It
heads?
would have to be a coin with many sides, like a space coin.
I'm just
Well,
trying
coins-
to work out how.
It wouldn't look like the same as a coin, would it? It would look more like
No.
a Dungeons and Dragons dice.
Yeah, but it wouldn't look like an actual coin.
No.
Hmm.
So should we kick off with the news?
Yes, okay. So this week, they're in Dawn. We got it yesterday, didn't we?
Mhm. Yeah. That's the Doctor Who magazine.
Not monthly.
Not monthly, although it is monthly.
Yes. So Moffat's the Moffat interview in there was a very interesting one. Now, if you wish to read the Dawn issue and you haven't got it yet and you don't want anything spoiled from the interview, then you'd best skip forward a few minutes, because we're going to be chatting a little bit about Moffat's 5 teaser words for Series 9 and more.
I'd suggest skipping about 10 minutes, probably.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't have a suggestion. But...
I do. 10 minutes.
Okay, so 5 teaser words for this series.
Okay.
Cards, hybrid, cobbles, solo, dead.
Okay. Now, what do we know about them? Now, there's one of those. Immediately, I know what it means.
Dead?
No. The previous one. Solo. Yeah.
What?
I'm thinking about what you were saying to me about the 11th episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do we say that?
You can say about it because you've given a spoiler word already.
Yeah.
Spoilers! Well, it's only a spoiler. It's not really a spoiler.
It's not really a
It's only
spoiler. But there's rumours that episode 11 of the new series may contain just Peter Capaldi's the Doctor and no one else.
Solo. In other words.
Yeah, that might be what it means.
Yeah.
But is it a Coronation Street crossover? Because there's the cobbles.
Ooh. Maybe that's what it is.
Do they play card games? Is there the Dalek Sec hybrid returning?
Can you repeat these 5 words again?
Cards, hybrid, cobbles, solo, dead. The dead one, do you think could be something to do with Osgood?
Maybe. It's not going to mean... I mean, the obvious thing you should say is, oh, God, Clara's going to die. But I don't think it'd be anything quite as obvious as that. I think it's...
No. Maisie Williams?
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll go on to Maisie Williams later.
Maybe it's not dead. Maybe it's
Dead
something
alive.
to do. Maybe it's something to do with the card games. Maybe it's tarot cards and the death card.
Yeah. Maybe all of them could link in. Maybe it's the Doctor playing cards with an invisible thing
Yeah.
on the cobbles.
On his own. Yeah.
With the Dalek Sec hybrid watching over him. There's a massive cliffhanger apparently for that one.
Okay.
Okay, so reason for more multi-part stories is for recapturing mystery and atmosphere, more creeping menace and character moments.
Yeah, that sounds interesting, isn't it? We like that, don't we?
Yeah,
we like
we
the
do.
idea of. I mean, if you think about how exciting in the last series, the end of Dark Water was.
I know.
Because
it's only 4 weeks to go to this series.
I know, it's been coming quick, isn't it?
That's only 28 days.
When you think about when we first started hearing when it was going to be coming out, and it's like, it's ages
I
away.
was outrageous when I heard it was not going to be in August.
I know, yeah. Well, actually, if you think about it, season 8 would have started approximately this time last year, wouldn't it? In terms of Saturdays.
Yeah, in terms of Saturdays, but not on 23rd. Tomorrow, but if you were saying exact dates, but
yeah. So
so next Tuesday?
Yes, please.
Missy had the least convincing death in history, but a quick return wasn't originally planned for the opener. She just fit the theme, friends within enemies.
So what he's saying there is that nobody really believes she was dead, and I think that's right.
Yeah, I read the Dawn interview this morning. And
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it interesting?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I read all of it.
Did it give anything away, really? Or I mean, he's always quite cagey, isn't he?
Yeah, he didn't give much away. No.
Yeah. Not like the woman off the Bake Off.
Mary Barrow.
Yeah.
She's a kind woman. She's better than Paul.
Right. I don't know anything about the Bake Off, so I was just going from what you were talking about earlier on, with them accidentally giving a contestant away.
Yeah.
That'd be like Stephen Moffat sort of saying, you know, at the end of the last series, and then there's the bit when Missy turns out to be the master, something like that. So, do we have any other hints?
And I remember when the BBC Newsman, when Deep Breath was on, he said, we're not going to give anything away, and then a few minutes later he said, oh yeah, Matt Smith was in that episode, wasn't he? And he revealed it like we did.
Oh, yeah. I'm still not sure you really class that as a spoiler.
No, but he did. Yeah, it was a spoiler.
Yeah. I guess.
But everyone knew about it.
Yeah.
Concept for episodes 3 and 4 was ghost plus time travel. What if you could meet your own ghost? This is a very interesting one.
See that out of all of the planned episodes, that particular one I think is the one that entices me in the most. Not just because of the clips we've seen of these ghosty characters in the trailer, but just that whole concept. I've got to think about ghosts anyway.
Yeah, you do. You watch loads of ghost programs.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that.
So another thing about 3 and 4, guest star Sophie Stone's character will only speak through sign language.
Okay. Now I don't know who Sophie Stone is. I'm assuming.
Neither do I.
I'm assuming
she's a deaf. No, she plays a deaf person, but I'm sure Stephen Moffat in the interview said she wasn't deaf.
Oh right, okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, but she wasn't deaf in real life. I don't think.
Okay. Any other teasers and pleasers?
Yes. Maisie Williams plays a very important character in 5 and 6. Is she the girl who died? Maybe it won't be as simple as that.
This is another thing of the series that we're really intrigued by, isn't it? And obviously the fan base in general, aren't they? You know, you've had all the rumours, like we thought ourselves actually, possibly, was that she could be Susan or the Doctor's
Jenny,
daughter, yeah.
Or anyone.
Now, I don't really, as someone that hasn't seen all of the Doctor Who's, certainly nowhere near as many as you have, I don't know some things, even though I'm on this podcast.
Yeah, but you're still a genius.
I don't know about the Doctor's daughter and about the Doctor's granddaughter, because I thought
Susan.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to get my head around that, because I thought in the episode that we watched today, which we'll talk about later on, A Good Man Goes to War, that the Doctor indicated that he didn't have any children. Yeah,
he indicated that in an earlier one as well. But it's an impossible question that can never be answered. That how come Susan is there if the Doctor never had a daughter or a...
And how? And what's the concept of the Doctor's daughter? Is it? Am I right in thinking that she's like a clone?
Yeah.
So she's using his
she's
DNA.
a clone.
So I guess she could have had a daughter.
No, she wouldn't have had Susan because she was born after Susan.
Yeah, well, it depends, because the whole timey-wimey thing of going back and forth, you could have it any time, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You know, you could turn out to have a child, then go back in time, and your child becomes Elizabeth I or something.
Yeah. So
I
ready?
don't think he does, but
No.
likely. But
Ready for the next one?
yes.
Woman Who Lived is heartfelt, eloquent, and clever. Both 5 and 6 are obviously connected.
Okay.
Next one.
Yeah.
Moffat had the idea for the Zygon two-parter before the 50th. The Zygon plot strand was a prequel to this year. So, what do you think of the What do you think of the look of the Zygon ones?
They look great, don't they? I mean, they were great in the 50th, weren't they? I think
This
probably.
is just they have this time to shine.
Yeah, I think probably people have sort of been right when they've said that, however good the 50th was, the Zygons aren't that essential to it, are they? They provide.
However good they were in it, but
they're like. I'll tell you what the Zygons are.
Yeah.
The Zygons are like the pizza base with a nice topping.
Yeah.
They could have put any form of topping on it, and luckily they put a nice flavour on it.
Yeah.
But the Zygons were just the tasty crunchy.
Good analysis.
and now we're going to get a really, really big, tasty, filled pizza bread coming up in this series with topping of their own choice. Let's hope it's a good one.
Topping of Osgood.
Let's hope there's no sweet corn on it. I don't like sweet corn.
Damn you! You don't like tuna and sweet corn. Well, you do like.
I like tuna, but not sweet corn.
Yeah, we've gone on enough tangents.
We have, yes.
We always go on enough tangents in our 121 episodes.
Yes. Carry on with your list of stuff.
Moffat has in fact co-written episode 8 with Peter Harness, which we didn't know before.
No. Now, what did Peter Harness do in the past?
Kill the Moon.
Kill the Moon, that's right. Yeah.
So he's a rather new writer. Zygons are living among us.
What? Zygons are living among us?
That made me jump. What do we do about it? Could it be these monsters aren't monsters at all and they are just like us?
Yeah. But they're obviously monsters in the Zygon invasion, weren't they?
Terror Zygons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the Zygon invasion? Is that one of your figures?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
So wondering how you got that from.
So Terror of the Zygons, they were proper baddies in that, weren't they?
Yeah.
I guess they could still be proper baddies, but they're just integrating in.
Yeah. So episode 9 is a tough one to pull off and very different to Gattis's other scripts. Still unmistakably in his style and tone, but nothing like Robot Sherwood.
Yeah. Hooray!
Yeah.
Hooray, said the people. Not that it's a really bad episode, it's just a bit throwaway. So.
Yeah. With episode 10, Moffat thought, why haven't we done that before?
So that is by that he means an episode with just himself in it, just with the Doctor in it. Or is that the next episode?
That's the next one.
I wonder what that is then.
So in 10, every scene ends on a cliffhanger. Clara's funny and the Doctor is outrageous. Episode 10 was pushed up to lead into the final 2 episodes.
So that's interesting. So it was obviously when it was written, it was going to be earlier on in the series.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Episode 11 is one of the strangest Doctor episodes ever made. It's as out there as we can get and was a shockingly hard script to write.
I'm intrigued by this one. I really am.
Yeah.
I mean,
now we've discovered what.
It could be absolute classic, or it could be a pile of poo, couldn't it?
Yeah. In the interview, he said it may not be. He felt like giving up, and he said he worked really hard on it, but it might not be the best script ever for Doctor Who.
Yeah, that worries me, that line, because you think if he doesn't think that, maybe it's just going to be like rubbish, but I can't believe it is. I imagine it's going to be something quite out there and intriguing. Maybe it'll be one of those like or hate episodes.
Yeah. And episode 12 is more in the final tradition. It's all about, well, you'll see.
Interesting. I mean,
They haven't told us anything, but the official Doctor Who websites haven't told us anything.
No.
No.
I was thinking that, I mean, the episode we watched today, A Good Man Goes to War, which we'll talk about in more detail later, is in a way a bit like a season ending, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know it wasn't the end of a season, it was a mid-season break ending, but it had the explosiveness of a finale.
Yeah, it did. But it was a mid-season ending. So.
Okay, any more?
Yeah, I do.
Any more news?
I do have more news, but
you gotta find it.
Need to find it. Oh yeah, okay. BBC launches Mission Dalek.
So what is Mission Dalek?
So Doctor is giving audiences at home the opportunity to create their own brand new digital stories for the Doctor, taken into the new series. The Doctor is about to face his oldest and greatest enemies in Doctor Who Series 9. But what has led him to confront the evil Daleks once again? We can only tell you it's an adventure with thrills, excitement and fun, and that fans of the show have the opportunity to create it. Audiences can create their story from scratch using new alien enemies from their imagination, or they can use Daleks, Missy, and other Doctor Who monsters, using clips and pictures supplied by the Doctor Who team, at which there's a link, or video that fans shoot, especially on their phone, tablet or camera. It's an opportunity to create something special and imaginative. It's full of Doctor Who passion and adventure.
So it doesn't have to have the Daleks in it, no?
No.
So you should submit one of the Mr. Lewis Moon adventures to it.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah, because you could do quite easily because it's got Pete Capaldi in it.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, think about
that. There's no need to know about the upcoming episodes, except they involve the Time Lord taking on the mighty Daleks. There are how-to videos and tools to help develop digital skills and ignite audiences, creating flair on a new website, which also provides a step-by-step guide on how to get involved. And you can follow at BBC Doctor Who and check out #Mission Dalek on social media for all the latest updates. Selected winners will be invited along to set, where they'll meet Peter Capaldi, encounter the Daleks, step aboard the TARDIS, and see the real world of Doctor Who. Doctor Who Mission Dalek is part of the Make It digital season, a major UK-wide innovative to inspire a new generation to get creative with coding, programming, and digital technology. Doctor Who Mission Dalek is produced by BBC Samuel Wells. Doctor Who will return to BBC One on Saturday, 19th of September.
A month away. Oh. So, do we have other news?
We do. Should we read some comments?
Yeah, read some comments out there.
So, I've written the beginning of a Dalek adventure for 12, but not digitally, so I guess it doesn't count. This seems like great fun. It's a shame it's such a technophobe. Yeah, but it seems like nothing. Do you
want to read that?
Nonetheless. Oh, it seems fun.
Nonetheless, yeah.
Yeah. It won't be able to travel all the way to Europe. Good luck to everyone here who enters. Do Doctor TV proud. And finally, halfway done with one I'm doing for fun. Pity the contest is just for the UK.
Yeah, I think you should look at Sir Lewis Moon Adventure and stick it in. Because it's digitally done, isn't it?
Yeah, would it count?
I think so. I have to look at the instructions. You might get to meet Capaldi. Dun dun dun.
So this week we had Dawn come out, as we said earlier.
Yeah.
So Doctor Who Magazine spoke to the show's executive producer and head writer Stephen Moffat to give us a taste of what's in store for the next 12 episodes. Why not start with a blockbuster? Says Stephen of the two-part opening story, The Magician's Apprentice and The Witch's Familiar. Oh, by the way, at the end of the interview, they said in the Christmas special,
Yep.
they said they can't tell anyone anything about us at it. Wait, Stephen Moffat just blurted a big spoiler in our face, but you'll have to wait for that.
Crumbs.
So why leave it till the last 2 weeks? So yes, it's like starting with the finale and having a big grand movie-side story as opposed to a 45-minute story. What does Stephen like about the longer format? It allows you to play with certain things, he replies. There's a kind of scale that you can attain in a two-parter and that you can't have in 45 minutes. It's a scale that we're not used to at the moment, as we haven't done two-parters for quite a while. And in a way, it's sort of advertising the fact that we've got two-parters back this year. We do things in that first episode that I would say are very two-partery.
So, do we know about the length of the episodes yet? Are they going to be 45 minutes still?
I think so.
Okay, because there was talk at one point about possibly being longer, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think there will be some.
You think so?
But I don't know, because someone did say about something like that.
Yeah. Okay. We'll wait and see. I guess we'll start seeing the listings in the Radio Times soon.
Yes. So also in that issue, The Secret Diary of the Master, Lost in Translation, The Name of the Doctor, The Vampire Mutations, Spirits of the Jungle, Trials and Tribulations, It's the End, The Complete History, On Their Way, The Unexplained, and Watcher.
Wowza. So a lot in there, really, wasn't there?
There is, yeah.
There is a lot.
There's a lot to read.
Do we have other news?
Yes, we do. Capaldi on Series 9 Look and why we shouldn't trust 12.
Interesting. This is the one that you pointed out to me on Wednesday, didn't you? And I said, "What does that say?" And you said, "You'll have to find out on."
Yeah, I wanted to keep you. Now, so Pete Capaldi has explained the Doctor's upcoming costume tweaks, and this is quite exciting. And new Sonic sunglasses in Series 9. So the sunglasses are Sonic.
Wowza. I wonder if that's got something to do with the guitar playing bit.
Yeah, it might be.
Maybe he's got a Sonic guitar as well.
Yeah. He said, in the Christmas special, we were in Antarctica, so I thought I'd better put in a hoodie on, and I quite liked it. I thought we'd get some more of those, and started playing around with that. So he's loosening up a bit more this series. But sometimes he does go back to his more severe look. And there are some specific trouser things that happen for specific reasons. It'll become clear to you when you watch the show. Speaking about the sunglasses, I've got Sonic sunglasses. It wasn't my idea, but I like it. I get free Ray-Bans now. I was just wearing shades because it was sunny, and I was Doctor Who, and it looked cool. On the longer hair, I always wanted my hair to be longer. Some people think I'm going to go for the full John Pertwee Buffont, and I may well do that. But Capaldi maintains that fans should not trust 12. You must never trust Doctor Who, because his knowledge of the past and the companion is comprehensive and deep and not quite human, he said. So in his human form, I think he's decided, because he knows how dark it can get outside, that he's going to have a good time. But as always in Doctor Who, no good time goes unpunished.
Mm. Interesting. That sounds like a good one. So, what was that interview from?
That was.
Was that actually with Doctor Who TV? Or was
It must have been.
Yeah, that's quite a good interview, that, isn't it? There's a lot of interesting little tidbits of information in there.
Because we like little bits of news as well as big bits of news, and it doesn't matter if we get just small bits of news.
And it's good when you get in little bits of news coming from different people, isn't it?
Yeah,
So,
and now we've actually got a piece of news from Coleman.
Oh, okay.
Our final bit of news for today. Clara is starting to think she is the Doctor.
Mm.
Jenna Coleman and Peter Capaldi has spoken a little more about where we pick up with Clara and the Doctor in Series 9. Speaking in the new issue of SFX, Jenna says, in a way, she doesn't fear as much because she's got nothing to lose anymore. Because she's kind of lost everything, and luckily the Doctor came back. But I think she no longer fears her own mortality in a way, which obviously makes her a very reckless companion. She adds, Clara in part thinks she's a bit of the Doctor, and she really isn't. She's obviously human, and is obviously going to get herself in a lot of trouble if she starts to think like that. Peter Capaldi also talks about the Doctor's development. What I find interesting is that the Doctor is still sort of looking for himself. So he's changed to some degree. He still has the same concerns and worries and darkness, if you like, but he's embracing the present. But that's really because he has a profound knowledge of the past and future.
Would you like to be a Time Lord?
Yeah, because you could live. Well, it's got downsides.
Yeah, I think if you come from a family of Time Lords, then it's probably all right, because then your family will live on.
They're probably dead.
Yeah, but it'd be weird. Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, if I'm thinking of it from a concept of the Time Lords haven't been wiped out. I'm thinking of if you could be a Time Lord and you came from a Time Lord family. But I mean, there would be something weird, wouldn't it? Like, imagine one day I'm like getting really old, and then I turn up another day and I'm like a really young man with a different face. It'd be really freaky, wouldn't it?
It would.
Yeah. Any more news?
Well, there has been some new pictures for Magician's Apprentice, but see if we can get them to load, because I did earlier. Oh yeah, there's been pictures.
So we've got some pictures. So we've got a picture of Missy. Look at this. So these are all high resolution ones, aren't they? Picture of Clara there.
By the red dots on the map, which we saw, which was the first thing revealed from Series 9.
Yes.
Got Kate Stewart.
Oh yeah, Kate Stewart
We've
there.
got a picture which was released before.
Yeah, it's great picture of the Doctor outside the TARDIS.
And then there's the Doctor.
Yeah.
Clara.
Yeah.
And then there's another picture of the Doctor in
his
red velvet.
Yeah.
Then Missy.
Yeah.
And then another picture of the Doctor.
Yeah. The Doctor's head looks too big in that picture.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like
it's superimposed.
It does. It looks like somebody's taken like a little body of a figure and stuck a huge head on it.
Yeah.
Do we have any other news?
No, we don't actually.
So actually we got to the news quite quickly there, which is probably quite good really, because the next item is going to be quite a long one, I think.
Yes, I think so.
Would you like to introduce it?
Yes. So over the last few weeks, we did an article called "Judge My Tenure."
Oh.
While we were doing that, we came up with ideas for articles in the future. And on Quiz or Question one week, something. Oh no, this wasn't the Quiz or Question one. That was a bad introduction.
Yeah.
Let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
So we've been doing Judge by Tenure. Yeah, Judge by Tenure we were doing, and it went on for like 20 weeks, didn't it?
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah.
And now we've got to the month time, where we have to come up with 4 new articles, which aren't Judge My Tenure.
Okay.
So the first of these 4 new articles is Companions, where we talk about companions, we list every single one, and we say why the Doctor really needs a companion.
Okay. So how are we going to go about doing this? Because we've both listed in priority order our companions, haven't we?
Yeah.
From the lowest to our favourite.
Yeah.
And they differ quite a bit, don't they?
Yeah. So when we do the bottom one, or when we do one where, or the top one, or when we do one which we want to chat about a little bit.
Yeah.
Then we'll stop.
Okay. So are we going to both sort of say ours back to back then?
If you want, yeah. Now,
how many are there in total?
There's 32. Now, does it go like her there, and her there, and then it goes up like that?
So we're going to go upwards, aren't we?
Okay, so
everything's
out by
my least favourite companion.
And should we say this together? Because we're both...
Yeah. Least favourite companion is...
Mel. So, okay, so recently, well, over the last few years, I have watched some with Mel. You've never watched any with Mel, but you've seen clips.
Yeah, and I can remember being in it when it was around the first time round. I can remember that her annoying voice was enough to make me not want to watch the episodes.
Yeah, and the episodes were terrible,
and that's the other side of it, isn't it? So it's bad episodes, bad companion.
Yeah, and she's been in EastEnders recently.
Is she alright in that?
Cush's mother. She's better than she was in Doctor Who.
She doesn't scream all the time.
She doesn't scream all the time, but she's better than she was in Doctor Who.
Okay, so if she's bottom, who's your second least favourite? No, ours differ here, don't we?
Yes, Adric.
Okay, whereas mine...
21st. Mine
is a controversial one for most Who fans, probably, but it's Donna. It's probably no surprise to anyone that's listened to my ripping to Donna on numerous occasions, but I really hate Donna.
Yeah.
Don't hate her as much as I hate Mal, but I really hate Donna.
Okay.
It just irritates me. She irritates me through some really, really good episodes.
Okay, yes.
What is it that you don't like about Adric then?
I just find him a bit boring. I don't think he's got much to his character. I like the scene when he sacrifices his life, and that's a good scene because he dies. Yes! Die, Adric! Die! I'd be like circling around his head. Like So, I think, is 30th the other way round? Swapped? Is that?
I think it no, not quite.
No. Okay, so Donna is my 30th.
Well, my next couple, I don't know too much about, so I put them in here. And if I see more of them, they may move up or further down. Vicky.
Okay.
The next.
I've watched some with Vicky now. I've watched 1 or 2 now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, actually, after we've done this, after we've written these lists out, we've watched a few clips of companions, and her clip was alright actually. So I probably, if I was rewriting this now, I'd probably put her a bit higher up.
Yeah, well, she was top on one of the weeks.
Yeah.
So then, at 29 is Grace Holloway.
Dodo for me. But again, I don't really know too much about her.
So 28 is Nissa.
Adric.
27th is Romana 1.
The next few might be a bit of a surprise here. It's Stephen for me.
Okay.
Again, I don't really know too much about Stephen.
26 is Liz.
Definitely a surprise here, probably for me. But Barbara. I know you disagree completely with that one, don't you? My low placing of Barbara, but I find Barbara a bit irritating.
You should see her in Dalek Invasion of Earth.
Yeah.
She's quite good in that, actually.
Yeah, I found her a bit irritating, and
she's better in an Earthly Child. That's her worst performance. 25th is Vicky.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to be controversial or anything.
Yeah.
But mine here is Ace. Now I probably need to.
You've got her above Grace Holloway.
Yeah.
How can you have her below Grace Holloway?
I know a lot of people really like Ace as a companion.
Yeah, because there was an article on Dr. TV saying about it kind of shaped the modern companion.
I think they're right on that, actually.
Yeah.
I would say that, but I thought that with Ace, it was like they were trying too hard to have a sort of like action type companion. Yeah. And she was like a little bit chabby-ish, and I don't know. I find her a bit annoying.
Okay.
But I think they're right. I think she was quite important in terms of setting the mould of future companions.
Okay, I think you should see her in Curse of Fenric. If there's low down companions, I'll say an episode I recommend.
Okay.
Curse of Fenric.
Okay.
Okay, so 24th, is it?
Yeah.
24th?
Probably. I haven't numbers next to that.
Stephen.
Polly.
Okay.
She's just a bit nothingish. You know, she's not
Yeah.
particularly exciting.
Yeah. 23, Dodo.
Ben.
Okay.
Similar reason as Polly for me.
Yeah. I'll say watch the War Machines.
Okay.
22, Tegan.
Liz.
21, Polly.
Grace.
20 is Rose.
Tegan for me. So it's funny, I forgot Tegan's slightly higher than you.
Yeah.
I don't really like Tegan that much. I find her a bit irritating, but she's sort of not irritating in the same way as Donna.
No.
She just grates a little bit.
Yeah.
Tegan.
19 is Ben.
With me, it's Nissa, and I think that's just because she's perhaps not got that much character.
That's why I put her at 28.
But I think we're after this
28
point.
was it? Yeah.
The Nissa point here, for me, is the point of I like the companions after this point.
Yeah.
Nissa's perhaps just a little bit bland, but yeah, to me, it's if I was colour coding it so green was good and red was bad, and orange was tepid, okay.
Yeah.
Nissa would be an orange,
Okay.
and now would be coming up into the greens.
Okay. So 8.
What about you in terms of that?
What do you mean? Nissa?
Yeah, I mean, where is your turning point of things from bad companion to good companion? Have you gone past it yet?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so 18 is Barbara.
Ian. Because whilst I find Barbara a
Yeah.
bit annoying, I actually liked Ian.
Yeah. 17th, Perry.
Joe.
16th, Harry.
Romana 1. Have you had Romana yet?
Yeah.
You've gone past Romana 1.
Yeah. 15th, Victoria.
A little bit of Susan.
Okay. 14th, Turlo.
Okay. Now, the next one, Victoria for me. Now, funnily enough,
Okay.
actually, Victoria is one of those companions where initially, the first few times we saw her, which for me would have been Web of Fear and
Enemy of the
World.
Yeah.
And I just found her a little bit tepid, a little bit bland, a little bit not much character to her. But actually, I got to
I think
quite
that
like
might have
her.
been the first one I watched with her as well.
I've got to quite like
So-
Victoria.
Yeah, I've watched lots of her episodes. I've watched Enemy of the World, Web of Fear, Ice Warriors, Tomb of the Cybermen.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if there's any more.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's one I'm missing out.
Yeah. But no, I've got a bit of a liking for Victoria, and yeah.
Okay, I put her one
She's
place
pretty.
lower than you. Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
13 is Ace.
K9.
12th is Romana 2.
12. Lost where I am in the list. Perry for me. Perry for me is a
Better than Mel companion.
yeah. She's still a little bit screamy, a little bit whingy, but I don't know, there's something more likeable about her.
Yeah. Did I get to 11? Yeah. 11, Joe Grant.
Rose.
10, Susan.
Romana 2.
9, Ian.
Turlo. No, I like Turlo. I think Turlo's a great companion because he's got that sort of edginess of it.
Yeah.
You're not sure whether he's good or bad.
Now 8, K9, because K9 is a... Oh wait, no, did I skip one?
Which one? Ian. No, you did him. Ian.
Oh yeah. So 8, K9, because he's such a classic and memorable companion.
For me, Jamie. Yeah.
Okay.
And again, a very, very memorable companion, but we're up against the big boys now.
Yeah. So 7, Zoe.
Harry.
Okay.
Have you had Harry? You haven't yet.
Yeah. 16.
Do you think I'm overplaying Harry? Because I really like Harry. I think he's great.
Yeah, some of these companions, I think, I've placed them too high, and same with episodes. And then I might have placed that too high, and then you placed them even higher. So 6, Jamie.
Martha. I like Martha.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure whether she was a particularly popular companion with people
No.
generally, but I really like her. I think she, like we said before, I think she was a perfect companion for David Tennant.
So 5, Leela.
Now here, I know you completely disagree with my one here, but I've gone for Sarah Jane.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because I tell you what, actually, I think that Sarah Jane is stronger in the Sarah Jane Adventures
Yeah.
than she was as a companion.
Hmm.
I'm not saying she's a bad companion. She wasn't. She was really, really
she
good.
wasn't.
But I think she's better in more modern episodes.
Okay, so 4, Amy Pond.
Zoe.
3, Martha.
3, Clara for me.
2, Clara.
2, Amy. As you know, I like Amy.
So 1, Sarah Jane.
1. Ooh, who could it be? Who could be my number 1 companion?
Should I reveal it, or should you?
Yes.
Well, could it be Mel? No, it's Leela, isn't it?
It's always Leela for me.
Yes.
I think I don't know. I think I probably overly like Leela more than I should do, but I just
When we
like
did Behind the Sofa, we actually revealed that you both rated her a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's purely because probably her episodes aren't as good as I think they are.
Yeah.
But I just like the Leela character. I think she's really good. And
she is
like
good.
To me,
She's
like
a
I
strong
said,
character.
she is, and I think what I was saying about Ace earlier on, where I think it just felt like they were pushing it, having a strong female character too much. I think they got it right with Leela.
Yeah.
And Leela's the sort of companion I'd like to see come back in the future, not as Leela, but as a sort of a similar sort of similar sort of character.
So that was an interesting one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now I actually cried when Sarah Jane actually died.
Oh, I know. It was a very sad moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I'm sure lots of people cried.
Yeah.
I almost cried. I had a little tear in my eye.
Oh. What do you
So, yeah.
Well, yeah, what's the next question? I'll let you lead into.
So, why does Doctor always need someone to travel with?
Okay. Why does he need someone? I mean, there's two sides to this, I think, because it made me. What was it we were watching the other day? What was it? It was. I know it was. It was last week's randomizer we watched.
Amy's Choice.
Amy's Choice, and the geezer, the Dream Lord, made the point that why is it the Doctor always goes for young, hot companions?
Oh yeah.
And if you think about it, in most cases he does, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
There's a few instances where
he
hasn't, but in most cases he does. So he's obviously got an eye for the ladies.
Yeah, he must.
Do you think then that if the Doctor generated into a woman, that all of a sudden she'd have some real hot men?
I don't know.
Like big muscly models that are coming along as companions. Maybe. There's my chance into the show.
Yes.
I could be my way in. What about so why do you think he needs his companions?
Because I think when he gets lonely, he goes on turn. He doesn't have his directions anymore. He just feels a bit lost. When he's got someone to guide him, he knows his way. He knows his feet. And definitely when there's a regeneration, if he didn't have someone then, what would happen? I mean, the reason Vastra, Jenny and Strax are in deep breath, in my opinion, was to just help him, to guide him through his regeneration.
Yeah.
Just to help him
relax.
And I think, he needs to have a friend which will control him, to stop him from doing bad things.
Do you think, why is it then that you think now that the Doctor goes for companions that are a bit stronger, a bit more bossy even? I mean, you think about it, Amy was as bossy a person as you could ever find.
Yeah.
But the Doctor seemed to like that.
He did.
Clara,
She.
equally
Yeah, I know.
very bossy.
Not
but
as
then-
bossy, but
But then
still quite bossy.
if you go back to the old days, people like Victoria, she
They were
just do. Yeah, or just
And then
do
the
what-
icebergs fell down.
Yeah, but they just do whatever he said, wasn't there? There was no strength in them.
Yeah, no.
Now, the obvious answer to this is that that's because television wants stronger women in things.
Yeah.
But from a doctor's perspective, why is that?
Yeah, you never think of it from the actual character.
No.
And you always think of it from the actual people who make it or the actors who play them.
Can I ask you a question? Well, can I put? It's not so much a question. Can I pose a companion?
Yeah.
To you? Now, I said earlier on that. What did I say earlier on? I was talking about a sort of companion along the Leela lines.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. Now, I was thinking a little bit about the episode that we watched earlier today, Good Man Goes to War.
Good Man Goes to War.
And there's the soldier woman in it. His name
Lorna.
is Lorna. Don't you think, I know it may not be possible, but don't you think that a soldier woman would make a really interesting hero companion on the basis
of his dislike of soldiers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There should be immediately quite a strong.
But why would the doctor choose, current doctor choose a soldier?
Or maybe he feels he needs to understand the motives.
Yeah. Or maybe like he has another companion which suggests it.
I just think that would make a really interesting concept. A soldier type woman.
So he befriends the soldiers.
Yeah. And to be honest, whilst he's shown his dislike for soldiers, he's worked with them on numerous occasions, hasn't he?
Yeah.
In the
Unit.
if you take all the time with Unit, yeah.
Torchwood.
Yeah.
Gallifrey.
Yeah, so it's not.
Trenzalore.
And even people like Joe worked for Unit, didn't she?
Yeah.
Is that
She
right?
wasn't
Didn't
necessarily a soldier.
No.
She just handed chest tubes and
Yeah.
guided the doctor. That's what she said.
But the Brigadier was a soldier.
Yeah. Now, talking about the Brigadier, should we say some of the companions which
Yeah.
weren't companions?
Yeah, we thought long and hard, didn't we,
Necessarily.
when we were coming up with our lists as to whether certain people would be classed as a companion or not. And there'd be interesting ones.
So I'm going to exclude two of them because two of them I've read. So Katrina, Sarah Kingdom, Chameleon, Brigadier, Adam, Mickey, Jackie, Captain Jack, the Big Finish companions, Rory and Danny Pink.
What about the guy as well? I don't think you mentioned him. Unless you did.
Who?
The guy that was in the Christopher Eccleston episodes that eventually had a big Dalek thing stick out of his head.
Adam.
That's Adam, is it?
mentioned
Ah, right,
him.
he did mention him. Okay. I couldn't think who he was, but
Yeah.
he was sort of a companion for one episode, wasn't
Well, one or two.
And then
it
turned out to be a bit
depends
of a-
which one.
he? Crap.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, the reason we excluded those is we didn't think they travelled sufficiently to justify the tag of a companion, did we?
No.
But it's arguable when you take people like the Brigadier because he was
Or
probably
Rory.
Yeah, because they've been in more episodes. Rory, actually, the more you think of it, maybe we should have had him.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying.
I know
to
you argued against it. You know, we fought to the extent that we were actually fighting this sort of mano fisticuffs in a sort of pit.
This is a flashback.
and unusually I won because I don't normally win fisticuffs. But where would you have placed Rory out of interest?
Ooh. I made the red sound, huh?
Yeah.
Probably above Perry and below Harry.
So around sort of 17, 18,
Yeah.
16, 17, 18 sort of area. Probably about the same for me actually.
He's an average sort of
Yeah.
companion, and that's about halfway through our lists.
So it'd be interesting to see if listeners have actually got any strong thoughts on it. If they would like to talk through our listings of companions, what they agree and don't agree.
Yeah, and if they would say, if you want to say what your favourite companion is.
Favourite and least favourite.
Yeah, that's all we need.
Yeah.
And if you want to debate against us, then you can.
And leave your comments at the bottom of this podcast.
Now, Amy was second in your list.
Yes.
companions. Now, Amy was in A Good Man Goes to War.
Ooh, yeah.
Should we move on to that now?
That's right. That's good.
A Good Man Goes to War review.
Okay. So,
That
good
went
man.
on for ages, by the way. That went on for 20, 25 minutes.
We can talk a fair bit, can't we?
Yeah.
Which means we've got to condense in the rest of what we're going to talk about a little bit quicker. So let's do that. So Good Man Goes to War. That was what we selected last week from the Magic Randomizer, the mighty beast of a spreadsheet containing every episode of Who, and we press that magic macro button, which pulls out a random episode. Last time it was A Good Man Goes to War.
Yes.
As always, I should give a very brief
but you always give a very brief synopsis.
Yeah. I will do that now. So basically, we're talking here. It's a Matt Smith episode, and it's quite an important one, really. Of a lot of things are revealed in this episode. It starts off with a little bit of a flashback of what's happened in the previous few stories, where we discover that Amy, that we've been watching for the last few episodes, isn't really the Amy at all, and is actually a big glubbery sort of mess of a ganger. What that turns out is that the real Amy has been kidnapped by this mysterious association who are trying to plot against the Doctor, and basically that brings up, but obviously the fact that Amy's been taken away leaves the Doctor wild with fury, and him and Rory go on a mission to pull together a lot of people. The boys. They go
Amy's boys.
On a little bit of a mission to bring together all of the people that the Doctor's helped or whatever in history, and they gang up together to try and kick butt.
Now, this is like one of these stories which carried on from the Madame Kavarian storyline. So, and we had lots of returning characters. So what did you think of the story overall? Or should I go first?
I can go first. You want me to?
Okay, you go first.
Do you know, the funny thing was, when we selected this on the randomizer last week, I didn't say this to you, but I thought, I'm not sure we'd want that one next. I'm not sure I can bother to watch that one again. I don't know why.
You watched it more than once or twice.
And I've got it into my head that it wasn't necessarily the most enjoyable episode, but I really, really enjoyed it today.
I did too.
Really enjoyed it.
It was really high in our list. Was it 7?
Yeah, we put it really, really high. And there's bits of it that I think are a little bit RTD-esque, cheesy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, is this written by RTD or something at some point? So at the beginning, I was just thinking, it just felt like an RTD sort of.
I think in a way, it's quite clever because the very first sequence has got, or one of the first sequences has got Amy telling the baby that this really brave guy who's lived all these years is going to come and save her, and you immediately think he's talking about the Doctor. Actually, it turns out she's talking about Rory. But in itself, there's something a little bit cheesy about Rory suddenly becoming this big hero, because
it is. It's like Mickey. It's the same story as Mickey, really.
Yeah, but it seemed to work a little bit better with Mickey.
Yeah, it did.
Because with Mickey,
the parallel universe thing.
That sort of changed him, didn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas with this one, all of a sudden, Rory went from being this real wimpy guy to being this.
In Amy's Choice, he was really wimpy. Yeah. With a ponytail.
Yeah, and then he becomes this real tough guy, but then only briefly, because after that episode, he then reverts back to normal Rory.
I know.
So I don't know, that a little bit grates with me. But aside from that, there's some classic things. The monsters in it, tremendous, aren't they?
Yeah, he does.
So we've got.
Well, Rory would do anything to save Amy.
He would. But so within reason, the concept is good.
Yeah.
It's just it's done a bit too much. It's like.
It's not as good as the Mickey storyline.
No, if you imagine that Rory's a pizza.
Oh no!
I've not thought that one through, so we'll stop that there. What was your thoughts on the story?
I thought it was a very interesting story. I thought there were lots of new and old characters that came into it, which we were introduced to for the first time or again, and it was just an exciting, thrilling adventure. But I'm going to go over your lines that at some points I did feel it was RTD-like, and I was feeling that it didn't feel as much like a Stephen Moffat episode than most of his episodes in the other series, because series 6, Moffat sort of ran a bit like RTD in some of his episodes.
Yeah, I think there was that crowd pleasing element which is completely gone now. If you could imagine it like this, imagine Rory normally is like one of these floppy cheap pizzas that you buy in the shop. And then with this episode, you go to get that out of the freezer, and all of a sudden he's a big Domino's expensive special. But then the next time you have him, he's gone back to being like a cheap
pizza.
That's just like pizza. Okay, monsters. What do you reckon them?
The headless monks were really, really cool monsters.
They were,
inside and outside. They just look creepy with their red hoods on, and then they look quite scary with no heads or anything.
They did, and I really like the fact they got these like fiery swords. It's a bit like a sort of lightsaber.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
And on their hands, don't they have them as well, like laser trap things?
Didn't you think that you want to see more of them? I think I want them to do more in the episode.
I did.
Like the Whisper Men.
Are they in Wedding of River Song taking Dorian's head quickly?
Oh, maybe.
Do they make a really quick cameo?
Oh, maybe they do. I can't remember.
Because Dorian's in it again, isn't he?
Yeah, his head's still in, isn't it?
Yeah.
What happens to his big body? Does that become a headless monk then?
I don't know. But in the episode, you actually see the body there with the headless monk.
Right, okay.
It's just like a body.
Okay. Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
What did you make of the other characters in it then? So obviously it's the first time that we meet the Paternoster gang.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they were very interesting to see as the first time.
Yeah.
But Strax wasn't really with them in that story, so
yeah.
Like as a team.
The one that I really liked out of all of them was one we talked about earlier on was Lorna.
Yeah, she was quite an interesting and different sort of character.
And I think it was a shame they bumped her off. Really.
It was. We spoiled something.
We have, yeah. But
you probably watched it because it's quite a recent one.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix,
I was actually trying not to spoil it for a few other things, and I've gone and actually dropped a big doozy at that point. But the fact is that yes, she dies, folks. She dies. Get to grips with it.
Yeah, she dies, and then everything happens, and then everyone dies.
Yeah, but she was a really strong character, and I think it's a shame in a way that's the last we'll ever see.
And we find out River's identity in the story. What did you think of the big reveal?
I thought it was good. The interesting thing was, I hadn't guessed it when we watched it the first time when it was on live.
There were loads of hints, but that's what you were about to say.
That was what I was about to say. Is watching it again, knowing what the outcome was, there was numerous hints throughout that episode.
But when you don't know what's happening, what's going to happen, what her identity is going to be, you don't notice the hints.
Yeah. So I think I'm right in saying that out of all of the new Who series, aside from the second series with David Tennant's first series, that series that Good Man Goes to War from series 5, is probably the one that's the least popular.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but I actually really liked that.
Series 6.
That's series 6, was it? Sorry, I actually think it was quite strong, and I think.
Impossible Astronaut, and there's a gang one. Impossible Astronaut is really good, and the gang one's quite underrated. Yeah,
no, I think so. So I would definitely recommend it.
I would too.
Certainly, it's a big blockbuster, isn't it? It feels like although it was only a partway season one, because of that season they split in two, didn't they? Yeah. It feels like an end of season episode.
Yeah, it does.
So what are the standard questions we ask?
So character development out of 10.
I think we've got to give it a 10 on this one, because there's loads of character development, isn't there?
Monsters.
Monsters. Oh, before we say that, I really love the dialogue that the song comes up with when she first meets Rory. That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is great.
But anyway, yeah.
Another
Monsters.
him.
Monsters.
Out of 10. Quite high because of the
Yeah.
headless monk.
I'm gonna go for, and also because of the fact you've got Strax in it, you've got
Faster.
You've got all the Solarians.
Madame Kavarian as well, because you've got the villains.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for 9. I think.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
one.
The excitement.
It's a blockbuster.
I
It's full of
know.
excitement, isn't it? I'm gonna go 9 for that as well.
And finally, the pace.
Pace, really good pace. A 9.
And overall.
Overall, I'm gonna say it's a 9. It's probably a low 9. It's nearer 8.5 than 9.
Yeah.
But it's rounding it up, it goes to a 9.
I'd say 8 or 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as. I think 8 actually.
You're gonna go for
I'm
8.
not gonna say it's as good because 9 was most of the things that from series 8. So
yeah, it probably
doesn't match up to that level.
It'd be about an 8.8 for me, something like that, which
Okay.
rounds up to a 9.
Okay.
What about anything else to comment on that one? So, does that mean it's that time where we gulp, press the magic randomizer? I think we've explained what the randomizer is already, so we don't need to go for that again. Let's do it, shall we? What's it going to be this week?
That's Christmas one. Missing.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, all right. No,
the
that's
only chance.
So it's cut with yet another Matt Smith one in a row.
That was the only chance to watch one, which was.
So this week, you better explain what it is.
Nightmare in Silver.
I'm going to be interested to watch this one because
I know.
when this one was on, it's probably, of all the episodes of Doctor Who, the one that has most disappointed me.
Because, disappointed me as well, because we were really excited for Cybermen, brand new Cybermen for ages.
Yeah.
We were thinking, this is going to be the best one this series.
Yeah. And
really
I remember it being, the second half being a bit poor. So it'd be interesting to watch.
The chess bit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Be interesting to watch.
We have to suffer through the chess bit.
You've probably seen it since. You've probably seen it more than once.
Yeah, I have.
Did it get better or not?
No.
Well, in that case, I'm not going to bother watching it next week. I'm just going to go to sleep.
You have to watch it.
No,
the
we'll
magic randomizer told us.
So what that does mean is that we'll probably do a behind the sofa on Wednesday, maybe.
Yes.
So, yeah. Okay, so that's the randomizer sorted. We're over time, so we better press on fast to the next and final section of this week's show.
It is Who to Face.
So, do you want to explain briefly Who to Face, or shall I?
Yeah, you can.
So, Who to Face, similar concept to randomizer, where we've got a number of villains and all the doctors in a database. We press the button and we will get a doctor, a villain, and we will have to both on the spot make up
I've already done the pressing.
So I didn't see what came up. So what was it?
Metabelia's 3 spiders and the 6th Doctor.
Okay, so explain to me what the Metabelia's spiders are.
From Planet of the Spiders, they were the cause of the 3rd Doctor's death.
Okay.
They jump on people's backs.
Okay.
And turn into them. They can electrocute from their hands and everything. Is it my turn to go?
Yep.
First?
So the 6th Doctor, just to be clear, is Colin Baker. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Your turn first. Yeah.
Right. Okay. This story. Okay, I'm gonna have to make this up. It's so the 6th Doctor and Perry arrive in this old deserted village.
Mm-hmm.
They find they go to this retirement home and they find this one man, and he's just rocking in his chair and he's saying, "Beware the spiders! Beware the spiders!" And he's like that, and that's all he does. That's all he says. So there's nothing in the town, but when the Doctor tries to explore, Perry goes off to to just try and get to the TARDIS. But when she's walking to the TARDIS, these spiders approach her, and one of them jumps on her back. So later on, the Sixth Doctor is finding that the Metabelius 3 spiders are attacking, and when he goes back to the TARDIS to get his crystal that he got from Planet Spiders and Green Death, he finds Perry has been taken over by the spider, and when UNIT take up their arms, they find that the spiders aren't the only massive insects that are invading.
Oh, that sounds good. What's that one called?
That's going to be called
other insects.
the Insects of Doom.
The Insects of Doom. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Mine is going to be called Infestation.
Okay.
And it is.
Oh wait, the Great One will be in. The Great One isn't in my story.
Okay.
By the way.
I don't know what the Great One is because I haven't seen that one. But
it's a Queen thing.
Okay, mine's called Infestation, and basically, Perry finds the Doctor, the Sixth Doctor, collapsed over the TARDIS console, and he's got this real hot fever.
Yeah.
And she starts to sort of tend to him, and he's a bit delirious, and he keeps sort of saying, "What's the place called?"
Metabelius 3.
Yeah, he's going Metabelius 3.
Is he rocking in his chair?
He's not quite rocking in his chair.
Well, spider.
Has
he got pizza?
He's just like he's like a thin pizza. He's like lying there talking about Metabelius 3 and sweating a lot and being angry like the Sixth Doctor does.
Yeah.
And Perry starts to sort of wipe the sweat from his brow, and she then wakes up herself, and she's on this strange planet.
Yeah.
Okay. And I haven't worked out too much more of the story, so I'll just give you the basic concept.
Okay.
But basically, going back to Planet of the Spiders, some of the poison from these spiders is found itself lodged.
What poison?
Because the spiders are probably poisonous. They've lodged some. I haven't seen the episode.
They're not poisonous.
They're not. No. Well, they are actually. You just don't know that. And they lodged some poison into the Doctor's brain, which is only just started to react.
Okay.
So it takes a long time for this to react with them. And the spiders are actually inside his brain, and Perry is inside his brain. Okay. So basically, the whole story will be based around her trying to cure the Doctor's disease.
Is that Infus Valerian?
A little bit like that sort of concept, yeah. But it's just Perry trying to battle the Doctor's fears.
Is there like Daleks and stuff?
No.
Okay.
No, not going to do those.
Okay.
It's mainly going to be spiders and things. Okay. But yeah, that's the basic
thing. The other giant insects.
There might be, and a man that walks around in his chair going, "Spiders!"
Beware the
spiders.
With a pizza. Beware the spiders.
Infestation by me. Thank you very much there. So, actually, what would be quite interesting, again, we always like to see people's comments, they leave them. If you have an idea for a story involving the Sixth Doctor and the Metabelius 3 spiders,
yes,
why not leave a little description underneath?
Yes, so feel free to do that of your own accord. Now, that's the end of the show, is it?
Wowza. Okay, so what do we have on next week?
So next time on Doctor Who Time and Space, episode 122, we will do we'll be doing what needs to be in a good Doctor Who episode.
Leela. Oh no, I've ruined it. No, I was only joking. We'll also be reluctantly watching Nightmare on Silver.
Well, instead of a quiz or question, we will be doing an MLMA Q&A to celebrate the first episode of Series 5.
Oh, we'll be talking about whatever news and views we have as the new season approaches.
And we will be pressing that magic randomizer button.
Oh, so there we are. Lots of things to look forward to.
Yes.
Check out Lewis's webpage. There may be a little blog appearing on there later today or
Yes,
tomorrow
about our London trip.
We went on, where we looked at some of the scenes from London
Yes,
that have been used in Who, and did other stuff as well.
yes.
Good.
So, okay.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. Goodbye. Bye.
Bye.